Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for attending the new member webinar today. I know a lot of stuff is going on, so I appreciate the fact that you took some time to learn more about your ASTA membership and how you can best use it. My name is Andrea Caulfield. I will be your moderator today. I'm manager of membership here at ASTA. So a couple of housekeeping things. I am recording this for many who have actually sent that request in because they've had conflicts today. So this will be posted in the next week on our website. If you do, as we go through this presentation, have a question, you have a question pane in your webinar pane over there to the right of your screen. Please put those questions in that pane, and at the end of our presentation, I will address those if they are for the good of the group. If it's a question that's more just suitable for your membership or a more personal type question, I will reach out to you via email. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So again, here's the agenda, what we're going to cover today. And I just want to start with our senior leadership who has been, who's always busy. And of course, at this point in time, we are extremely busy out supporting our members, putting programs together, webinars, information to help you navigate the current climate right now. So we're working tirelessly for that. And here is our senior board of directors, our executive directors. We have a great group of volunteers that give us their time to help support their association as well. These ladies and gentlemen cover anywhere from home and independent advisors to corporate to leisure to big to small agencies. So they're here to serve you. And if you ever have any questions for them, their information's on the website. And here is your team at headquarters here in Alexandria, Virginia, and we have several who are located in other parts of the country who, again, work tirelessly for you, are here to help at any point, answer any questions you may have. So who is ASTA? As you know, we're the leading global advocate for the travel industry. We're here to promote and defend the retail travel community and our advisor members. And do that we do this through a lot of avenues that we're going to talk with you today. And if you take a look at this, 83% sales come through ASTA agencies. So we love that number, and we're represented well. We're represented not only in the advisor community, but as well as in the supplier community as well. And we also reach consumers. We're advocating for them to be able to travel freely. We are making sure that they know the importance in educating them on using a travel advisor when they do decide to make that trip. So if we look at some big numbers, in 2019, this is what ASTA saved the travel industry. A lot of you know about AB5. It would have been well over $25 million in revenue loss in jobs saved, that we did. And we did this in Texas. We did some in Washington State, Connecticut, and despite it's not over, we're still working in New Jersey, we're still working in New York to combat these types of sales tax issues in the state of Maryland as well. We were testifying last week in Annapolis on a new sales tax proposal that would hurt our industry. So we are constantly looking out for our advisors and to make sure that you continue to do business as usual. Again, the AB5 bill was a huge win in California. It would have been a huge disruption to the IC model in California and would have affected, a lot of our members. And we had a grassroots campaign that was unprecedented. Members came from all over. They called, they emailed, they wrote letters. Even our supplier partners came up big as well. So again, we got this amended at the end of August last year. It was just a great, exciting win for ASTA. It does help that we've had this win to go to the other states that are trying to do something similar to say, we have a precedent set. So stay tuned. If you get those member alerts, be mindful of them and take action on them. Just because we need your support too on that grassroots level. Because again, New York is trying to do the same thing. So again, we're trying to update our website as much as possible. Obviously, there's some other things going on right now that are taking precedence. So we just can't let these items go under the radar either. And if you're interested in how advocacy works, how you can get involved, go to our advocacy toolkit page. Genevieve Strand is our director of advocacy now and has put together a great bit of information. And then when I send up a follow-up email, I will send you links to these pages. So let's talk about how to grow your business through ASTA. And what we do on our side, on the more positive side of advocacy sometimes, is our consumer awareness programs. We've had the Vacation Do-Over program that was really successful. And we're also always touting our members in the media, whether it's industry, whether it's mainstream. We are always putting our member advisors front and center. And another way we've begun to do this is through our press inbox. So it is a private Facebook group where our communications department gives our advisor members the opportunity to respond to press inquiries, whether it be through a story, whether it be through an interview. We have so much press coming in now that the overload is crazy. So we like to make sure that our members can be engaged, and it helps your business. It helps put your name in some writing, just to be able to talk about what you do best. So if you have not joined this, please do that. It takes 5 seconds. You go in, you put your ASTA number in, because it's only for members, and then you're all set, and you get, you know, alerts and when things are posted that you can maybe respond to. And also in our consumer awareness, we drive people to TravelSense. TravelSense.org is our consumer-facing website where your profile lives. So we're going to talk about how to update your profile and the importance of doing that. So when consumers are looking to travel, they're going to go to TravelSense to look for an ASTA member advisor, because they want somebody who's a member of the trade association. That's very important to many consumers. We have people calling our 800 number all the time asking, is this person a member? And if they are, then I say absolutely. If they're not, I say no, they're not, but you can find one on travelsense.org. And it also has the new chat function now, which is very helpful. So if you log in to the TravelSense site every morning, if someone clicks on your profile, they will be able to chat with you right away. So that's a great new feature that we brought this last year. And you can see there's an excess of $2 million available through our consumer lease program. Many people have booked a lot of business on via finding clients on TravelSense. And we also have put together the one sheet, so you can print out your profile, some information. So if you are going to a travel show or a consumer show or something to that effect, you can hand these out to potential clients so they can know what you specialize in and the brands you use and your destination specialty. Just another good tool to have at your fingertips. So let's talk about how to build that profile. When you joined, you should have received a welcome email, and in that would have been your username and password. So when you want to get to ASTA.org to find any member benefits and or get to your profile, you go to that top right-hand corner, put in your username and password, and click go, and it'll bring you to, it'll welcome your name, and then you click on My Profile, and this is what you will see when you click on My Profile. So if you haven't already, please make sure you upload a headshot, a nice professional headshot, and please make sure your information is correct. We want to make sure that the information that's on TravelSense is up to date and relevant, because we want people to be able to find you. And then you fill in the information, your specialties. So you click on different things. There's a pencil there that you can make the edits to, and fill in as much as you can. Under specializations, you put your website. There's a place for your Facebook or your Twitter handle. And there's just ask you some questions about yourself. So especially if you have a niche that you do, make sure you mention that, because our TravelSense is keyword searchable. So the more top words that you have, it'll be easier for people to find you. The next step step then would be to download the ASTA logo. As a member of ASTA, you have the ability to have your logo on your business cards, your marketing collateral, your website, and your email signature, just to let potential clients and your clients know that you are a member of ASTA. So this is on asta.org/logo, or you can go to the homepage under Resources, under Library. A side little panel will come up, and it'll say ASTA logo. You click on there, and the instructions are there how to download the logo. I'll also put a link to that in your follow-up email. Now, if you are an agency owner and have W-2 employees, they are able to use your company membership. You want to make sure that they can have profiles, especially if they're frontline advisors. They have a profile on TravelSense as well. So this is how you would make that happen. You would go to your profile. Under your name, you're going to see your company name hyperlinked. And this is if you're the admin on the account. You click on that company record, and it'll say link for employees. And you copy and paste that link and send it to each person. Don't try to register on their behalf, because the system will think it's you, and it'll give you all sorts of errors. So make sure you copy and paste that link and send it to the W-2 employees that are applicable that you wish to have access to the membership. So how can you strengthen your skills? So first, ASTA has our Verified Travel Advisor program. This is 9 courses. It's $399 for our members. And as you can see from my slide, it is anywhere from advanced public speaking to the art of negotiation. So you have 1 year to complete this program, and then you're ASTA verified. So what does that mean? It means you will have a special section on TravelSense that we have a specific search engine for our ASTA verified advisors. And then when people do search on a city or a state, ASTA VTA members come up first in that search function. And you're also profiled on the homepage of asta.org. And if you can see from Helen, she was able to get a huge booking. And this all changed, when she got her Verified Travel Advisor certification. And if you have the certification now and you're up for recertification, that's $179. You can log in the same process, and you take 2 courses. Again, you have a year to do that, and then you keep it for a year. So it's a good opportunity just to increase your business knowledge, and just to let, again, your potential clients and your clients know that you are serious in your business prowess and just want to continue to educate yourself and learn new things. So right now, it's more important than ever to stay informed. And ASTA has a couple new things and things going on that I'm going to share with you today. So first is our new health insurance benefit that came out in December. So if you have not checked this out, please feel free to do so. There is under resources on our homepage, there is a place for health insurance. You click on that, follow the prompts, and it'll take you to a survey that you fill out, and it gets sent to the broker who's handling the inquiries for us. And if you don't need health insurance, if maybe you need some life or disability or Medicare supplement, there's all that information on there and available to you. Unfortunately, there are states that do not allow it. So those in green you can see are not in our program yet. So I'm sorry if you do live in one of those states, you don't have access, but I'm hoping as things go along that more states will open up this opportunity. And then we'll be able to add them at a later date when that happens. So some resources that are available to you for members. We have webinars, we have action alerts, we have member alerts, we have white papers. Right now we have a Real ID toolkit that is available for you, so you can know what to expect on October 1st when you need a Real ID to be able to travel domestically in the United States. You'd be surprised how many people don't know what you're talking about when you say that. Just in my circle of friends, I said, oh, hey, have you gotten your real ID or do you have a passport? And they look at me like I have three heads. And I'm like, you do know that if you have a flight after October 1st, you won't get on it unless you have a passport. So it's those little things that your clients appreciate and why they have an advisor, because you are so informed and keep them educated as well. So in my follow-up email, again, I'm going to send that link to the toolkit. Make that available to yourself and your staff so you're best preparing your clients for that looming October 1st date. We also have regulatory compliance. You would notice this was an option in one of the courses in the VPA program. But separately, you can download the compliance handbook for free as a member. Many people join just to get this information because it does keep you informed as what your rules and regulations are as determined by the Department of Transportation, so you can avoid being fined if you don't tell someone something. So, you know, print this out, keep it in your office, keep it on your desktop so you can have for easy reference. And there's also a little course and video that you can purchase, and then you'll be certified in regulatory compliance. So as we're going along, I know many of you are, you know, independent owners of small businesses, and, you know, every day in your office is something new. You may come in and be that frontline advisor, so you're going to need that compliance handbook. You may come in and you're going to, you know, need to put your sales and marketing hat on. We have research and information available at your fingertips as well to find out how is America traveling. And then you may put on your owners and HR hat the next day and need to say, man, my business is growing so rapidly, I'm going to need to hire an independent contractor to help me. We have a sample IC contract available for you online that our general counsel put together for our members, and that is available for you to use as well. So I want to let you know about several upcoming webinars during this time that is of huge importance. COVID-19, we all know about it, we're experiencing it. Jay Ellenby, our former chairman, was on the Hill yesterday. I hope many of you saw that, testifying before the Small Business Committee about what this is doing to our industry. And I don't have to tell you all that it is really hurting our industry right now. So Zane's going to give an update on Monday at 3 o'clock. There will be an email that goes out later today, I believe, to give you the link to register for that. So please take the time to get on that and listen. And, you know, information changes, it seems to be minute by minute. So take an opportunity to spend an hour with us to get the most up-to-date information that ASTA has, and what we're telling. Our ASTA Global Convention is still on. Our Premium Business Summit is still happening. So at this point, we are status quo as far as our events. I know we've had, you know, some talk about, we have an Italy FAM coming up. So I do know, you know, there's some concern about that. We should have an update, you know, by next week on that as well. So please take the opportunity when you see that member alert come out today, announcing this webinar, sign up for it, get online, you know, get your office together and listen to it all together. It is just important information that you all need to know. The next one is, again, going to be out Real ID, March 26th. And all of these can be found on our webinar calendar under events, you know, conferences and events. There's a webinar schedule, so you can just look for what you need and click the link and get to the registration page. The next one is a legislative process, how it works. And if you are a supplier on this call, we are having how to make the most out of your ASTA supplier membership on April the 1st. So please avail yourself to this. It's important information to have so you can be presented with the most up-to-date information. And we also have a career center that you can post and look, post positions if you need to, or look for those, you know, looking for positions. You can take a look at this as well. So let's get engaged. So let's start on the local chapter level. We have chapters across the nation who are active. I know if you're in the Central Atlantic area, or the Northern Virginia area, we had the chapter presidents from several of the chapters in this area come together last week, and they're revitalizing and combining the chapter in the DMV. So you'll be hearing more from them. So go to the chapter page, or send me an email. If you don't know what chapter you're in, you can find in your profile what chapter you belong to, because you're assigned one based on your zip code. But that doesn't mean you have to stick to that chapter. You can decide to go to a different one if you wish. So try to get involved on that level if there's one in your area. And I know, some don't have one in their area, so it can be a little frustrating. But if you feel a need, you want to start one, I can put you in touch with Jasmine, who can help you with that. So here are the dates for our upcoming events. ASTA Global Convention here in DC, our Destination Expo in Croatia, and then next year, 2021, is our ASTA Legislative Day in May. So mark your calendar for these. Registration is open for our 2020 events. Ledge Day is yet to be open, but as soon as it is, we'll let everybody know. And I want to talk to you about the Small Business Network Day on the 28th, which is part of your full registration for ASTA Global Convention. This is just going to be specifically for those who are independent advisors or small business owners. We're going to have a lot of interactive education, destination and product training, networking opportunities, and special events. So if you are going to ASTA Global Convention, make sure you stay for this day. And again, here's Croatia. Our marketing team and meeting planner are over there now, so I can't wait to hear all about it, see some pictures, and get some more information to show you guys. But this is kind of what the event's going to look like. We will have pre and post opportunities as well, opportunities to deep dive into the destination and meet the local suppliers. And that's what these destination expos are about. They're about making that personal connection. So when your clients, I know people are excited to go to Croatia. I guess Game of Thrones has a huge presence there. So getting to know the tour operators and suppliers in that region personally is what your clients love, and why, again, they use an advisor. So make yourself available to that registration. This is what's included, and all this is on the website as well. And right now our early bird is $2.99, and you are welcome to bring your non-industry spouse, partner, if you want to bring your child, and that's the cost for them. And we do have, again, our educational journeys. We have Italy. Vietnam was rescheduled to May, so there's space open for that. And we have Ukraine in June and Romania later in the year. And we are continuing to add to these, so stay tuned for any updates. So no matter what you're looking to do with your ASTA membership, there's always a way for you to get engaged, either on the local level, attending our events. So what I will say, we're starting, if anyone on the phone was a former NAFTA member, we're coming up with a new community exchange function. So that should be released very soon. We'll be able to have another forum and opportunity for you to communicate as members in your network. So we're looking forward to that. And this is our team, and I'm going to leave this here to make sure that you have our emails and our phone numbers. If you ever need anything from us, we are here to help you. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. East Coast time. And you can always send an email to Ask ASTA if you don't get one of us on the phone. So with that, I'm going to start looking through some questions and see if there's one that's good for the group here, and I'll answer them. So Amber, ASTA Verified is specifically to ASTA, so it doesn't count towards your CTA or CTE education that I am aware of, just so you know. So I hope that answers that question. So Pamela had a question, as I read somewhere that attendance at Global Convention would help to qualify for ASTA VTA. I'm attending this year, but the education agenda detail isn't available yet. Will there be a VCA session? I have a feeling, Pamela, there will be, because we always try to at least do one or two throughout ASTA Global. So as soon as it's solidified as to which course it will be on the website, and you'll be able to take that class at convention and then go in and take the test, and then get your certification for that portion of your program. So more to come on that. And Michael, I'm going to address your question separately, because I can just think that's a way to do it. And then Terry, same thing. I'll have to look at your information specifically. So Yvonne, you're asking, I'm assuming you're asking about the chat function on TravelSense. So how it works is every morning you would log into travelsense.org, just like you log into your email. And your TravelSense login is the same as your ASTA.org login. And when you log in, you are available to chat. So when a consumer clicks on your profile, there is a chat with this advisor function. And then you will just chat with them like you do, like in any other place that offers chat functions, So I hope that answers your question, but you have to be logged in to do it. And after, I think, an hour or so, it does log you out. And then if more people are logging in, there's only certain many that are allowed on. But that's how you get access to the chat function. And Miriam, I am going to connect with you separately as well. And I think your question might be best answered with that April 1st webinar that I will send an email to you. So Michael, we do have lead functions, consumer leads on our website. So if you go to asta.org, under resources, there's consumer leads, and that's where you go to find those leads to respond to. So I hope that information helps. And I'm just going to give it a few more minutes to see if anybody else has any questions. And if not, again, you can reach out to me directly. I will be sending, again, a follow-up email with a lot of information that we've discussed here, along with the PDF of this PowerPoint presentation for you to have as a reference as well. Oh, it was an outside company, Michael? I am not sure, so I will have to do a little digging and let you know separately about that. So again, I know you're very busy, so I want you to be able to get back to your business at hand. And again, a reminder about that webinar on Monday about COVID-19 and an update from Dane on that, along with Evan talking about, most likely the presentation, that testimony that Jay gave yesterday. And I will see if the YouTube, it was on YouTube, so I may be able to send you the link to that if you'd like to watch it. It was informative and information for sure. So again, thank you all very much. Thank you for your support of ASTA. And we're here, working diligently behind the scenes to keep you being able to do what you do best, which is advise people on the best vacation they could ever have. And I thank you and have a great day. And Lisa, I will address your information separately as well. So thank you all and have a great afternoon and a great week.